Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to do the exercise number 2. Okay, so this exercise worksheet, let us see how to do this. So first thing is I have completed all these entries. Now read the question number 1. In sheet 1, merge the first 3 rows. So what we have to do, we have to merge the first 3 rows. Okay. So let's see how to merge the first 3 rows here. Select your first row, second row, third row until H, and then go to merge and center. Click on merge and center. Okay, now you can change the color over here. You can just give blue color, whatever color you like. I'm just giving blue color. Okay, so we can give the color, sorry, yeah, green or blue. Change the title row bold. Okay, so let's make it as bold. Change the font and change the font size, everything. Okay, next we'll do for the rest of the table. For the rest of the table also we'll do the same way. Select everything and then change the font size. You would like to give the color for this, you can give the color. Let me just choose a green one. Okay, that's good. Next I'll just put everything in the center. Always make sure the number will be in the center. Okay, now we have completed all this. Now we can give the border for the table. Okay, question number 5 is adjust the column. You can adjust your column based on the size. You can just adjust it. Okay, now we will, what we will do, we'll give the border for the table. So border color and border style, you like to change it, you can go to border, change the line style, and you like to change the line color, you can do that over here, and you can give the border for the table. Okay, you can select your table and you can just click on all borders, so the borders will be done. Sorry, all borders, the borders will be done. Okay, select your table, give all borders. Yeah, same way we'll do here also, all borders. Okay, so the borders are done. Next thing is we have to enter the, find the total cost of the item. Okay, in the cell E5, calculate the total cost. So we are going to find the total cost of this one. Okay, so how to find this total cost? We have to multiply this quantity into price per unit. Okay, so let's see how to do this. What is there in the cell C5 multiply D5? So for that, what we have to do now, go to the formula bar, press equal C5 multiply, put star D5 and press enter. You will get your answer, total cost. Okay, so this is the total cost for this unit, because tomatoes 4 unit is 1 unit is 17.44, so 4 unit will be 4 multiply 7.44. That's the answer. Okay, so for the rest of the things you can just go here, copy it and then drag it down, so you'll get the total cost for all the items. Keep it in the center. Yeah, next one, D12, use the proper formula to know the average price per unit. So how to find average price per unit? So go to auto sum, choose average price per unit. So select the price per unit and say enter. you will get the average price per unit. Okay. Next, question number 3. In the cell D13, calculate the sum of total cost. D13, we have to calculate sum of total cost. We have to calculate the sum. So, sum of the total cost. How to calculate it? Go to auto sum, choose sum, and then choose total cost. Okay. Press enter. You will get the total cost. Next. Add 2 decimal points to the cell range C5 to E10. Now what we have to do? We have to add 2 decimal points, okay, from D5 to E10. Select it and we are going to add 2 decimal points. How we can add? We can add in 2 ways. You can select it, go to the right click, choose the format cells and go to the number and choose the decimal phase as 2 and say this one, say OK. Now it is changed to 2 decimal point. Okay, yeah, or else you can just go here and choose directly number. This is also another way. Okay. Next, add the currency OMR to the cell range C5 to E10. It is not actually C5, it has to be D5, okay, because C5 is quantity. D5 to E10. We have to add the currency. How to add the currency? Select your cell range from D5 to E10. Go to this dollar. Okay. Now more accounting format. Click on this and say here. Click on this and click on O. So OMR, Omani Riyals will come. Now say OK. Now the Riyals are done over here. Okay. So this is the way you will add the currency. Next one is in the cell D14, use the formula to find the number of items. So we have to find the number of items. How many items are there? So we have to count the items. For that, go to auto sum, choose count numbers and then choose the item code, enter. So we are finding the items, number of items. Okay, even here we can keep it as decimal point 2. So just go here, select the 2 cells and keep the general, choose number, it will be 2. Okay, next. In the cell H5, use the proper formula to find the delivery time of the items. So we have to enter here date ordered and date received. Okay, so how to enter date ordered and date received? First thing you have to select, look at the question, what is given here, 20 March 21. First we have to set up the same date format. Okay, so for that first you select the 2 cells, right click, go to the format cells, choose the date. Okay, now here many date formats are given, we need this format, so click on this format and say OK. Okay, now I'll do it again, right click, format cell, choose the date, choose the format, which format you like it and say OK. Now 20 March 21. Now we can write 20 March 21. Okay. Okay. 25 March 21. 25 March 21. Okay. And then 3 April 21. 3 April 21. 12 March 21. 12 March 21. 12 March 21 again. 12 March 21. 14 March 21. 14 March 21. 16 March 21. 16 March 21. 8 April 21. 8 April 21, 18 March 21, 18 March 2021. I'll just copy this and put it over here. Now change the date. 16, 16, 18, 19. Here I'll change to 16. Here 18. Here 19. That's it. Okay. Now we have to calculate the delivery time. So how to calculate the delivery time? To calculate the delivery time, the date ordered and date received, it will calculate only the working days, not the non-working days. That means Sunday it will not calculate. Okay. Now let us see how it works. Go to the delivery time, click on the FX. Here you will have many functions. So now first thing, go here and choose all. Okay, if you choose all the functions will be displayed over here. Now we will look for network days. So just click here, press N and go down. You will get network days. Say okay. Now what should be here? Start date will be F5 and end date will be G5. Okay. Now press OK. You will get the delivery time. Now just go here and drag it down. That's it. You are getting the delivery time. Next, conditional formatting. If price per unit is greater than 25, change the color to orange. So price per unit is greater than 25. So go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, greater than 25, it has to be orange color. So here there is no orange. Go to custom format, go to the fill, choose the orange color format. Say OK. So the cell will change to orange color. Same way, if total cost less than 100, change the cell color to red. Total cost. So select total cost, conditional formatting, less than 100, it has to be what? Red color. So keep it as red and say OK. That's it. Now create a pie chart using the table range. So we are going to select the table range and going to do the pie chart. For that we need these items and the total cost. Okay. So how we have to select it? Select your items, press Ctrl in your keyboard. Now select your total cost. Okay. Now leave the key. First select the item, press the Ctrl key, then select the total cost and leave the control. Now both the items are selected, item and total cost. Now let's insert a pie chart. Insert pie chart 3D and you can select any style you like it and then that's it. So the chart is inserted. Now bring the chart down. Okay. Now you can change this chart style, chart title and everything. So chart title will be items report. Items report and then legend at the left. You can select you can keep the legend at the left. You can select any style. Okay. This is better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you can also keep the legend, press symbol, legend at the left. Yeah. Okay. Now you'd like to change the color, you can change it. That's up to you. Okay, so this is the chart. Now we can move the chart to the new sheet. So click on the plus symbol, you will get the next sheet. Now go to the first sheet, move the chart to the second sheet. Right click, say move chart and click on the sheet 2. It moves to the second sheet. Okay. Now you can change the name of this as chart 1 and items. Okay, you can change the tab color also. Right click, tab color, blue, right click, tab color, green. Okay, that's it. So this is how we are changing the tab color for the workbook. Yes, students, so this is how we are doing this worksheet. In case if you have any doubt, please reach out to me. Okay, thank you.